girthy metal rods. Welcome to the Toxic Tavern. This story is... holy fuck. That time, my character was SA'd for a +2 charisma. D&D horror stories all ball fuck. So first things first, I, 30 male, am pretty experienced player. 3 years into the game and not much time, but I have a bunch of tables during the week. Also, whilst I do have some tables with friends, I do partake in pay-to-play tables, which means I've floated around the lot of tables since they was always compatible, and that is fine. Right now, I'm in a pretty good spot where I love all the 6 tables I am in, but it also means I've seen a lot of crap. And the story here starts with one Discord server I followed. I interviewed with the DM, and whilst I got a few orange flags, the price was initially discussed and was changed on the interview from $35 to $50. The fuck? Example, which then got reversed back to 35. Do people pay? It was definitely nothing big. He mentioned the campaign would have simple animations of highlights and might get streamed down the line. So that sounded pretty exciting. I ended up signing up. The first session, I met a lot of PCs, and for the purpose of this, I will only mention one. Let's call her Druid. She might have had been a monk, I actually don't remember, they will come up later. It became really clear that the DM was way more experienced managing the server than actually DMing. The campaign was Tyranny of the Dragons, but it became clear that they kept getting derailed by whatever, which was fine, but definitely gave a very different picture of experience from what he mentioned on the interview. He then mentioned that new players get to have new weapons or armor or buffs made of Odin's Forge. So we get randomly teleported there. I have no idea where Odin comes from in Furin, but here we are. My character was the Warlock Gnome Pact of the Two, so weapons and armor did very little for my character, and the DM pondered out loud what he should give my character. Odin then decided that instead of giving a material item to my character, they would give him a buff. And here is where things go downhill fast. Within the forge, there are hot, girthy metal rods. Now I'm going to repeat that. Hot, girthy metal rods. And I'm looking in the camera. Verbatim. That Odin uses to forge legendary item. So as a buff, he orders Druid to hold my character down. They do. At that point, I can see the writing on the wall. Just from the description of the hot, girthy metal rods and being held down, I entered shock. He then proceeds to describe how Odin slowly inserts his hot and girthy metal rods into my gnome. I am asked to roll fucking hell. I am asked to roll 3 Constitution saving throws, where between rolls the DM continued describing resistance and other very, very uncomfortable jokes on the situation. And once the deed is done, my character receives a permanent +2 charisma increase. The Druid player, not gonna lie, sounded equally as shocked as me. I don't think they saw this coming either, and they profusely apologized after. The DM acknowledged he might have not landed the joke as he wanted, or something akin. At that point, it was a little checked out and wasn't sure how they even thought that should be a thing they do. Needless to say, I only lasted 3 sessions. Not sure why I didn't drop the first session. I wish I could say I left mid-session, but I didn't. All I think is the DM was so fucking lucky that the only reaction the table had, including myself, was that of incredible discomfort. I couldn't believe how incompetent they were and how absolutely degenerate their choices for this was. Not only as an introduction, but as a general thing to do in general.